Alright, let's do this. The evidence that shows the photographer of this photograph is the newspaper. It seems you hit it off, and whatever. We already read this. This is the paper from before, isn't it? A nice guy returns from England and speaks greatly of it. What's important is not the article, but the photograph. Look closely. You can see a white streak photographed. Tashikani. Oh, certainly. I was wondering about it before. Nanka no kage desho. It's probably some sort of shadow. Or maybe a tree branch. I don't think there are any trees that grow inside of Yume University. Well then, this time, look at this photograph. This is the same as the other photograph with the white streak. Objection. Konano. This doesn't mean anything. It's just a shadow. Like a tree branch. Again. I don't think there are any trees growing inside of the small cottage. Sore ni kono futatsu no kage wa. And moreover, these two shadows are the exact same shape. Why is something so inexplicable like this? The two photographs have the same traces. What that means is the first one is the photographer's a trait of the photographer, and the second one is Chashinki, a problem with the camera, or third one is a tree. A tree grew. I think it's the second one. There's a problem with the camera. That is, of course, a problem with the camera. What did you say? The camera? It seems there is a crack on the lens of the camera. That crack became photographed, I think. Basically, these two photos are taken by the same camera. However, there are many types of cameras all around the capital. There's no way to know who owns that specific camera. Have you forgotten Aochi Kenji? Kochira wa shinbun kiji. This is a newspaper article. Shinbun. Newspaper. Oh. Right. The one who wrote this article. That's the person we're looking for. Dang it! What was that? I didn't catch that. You're the nice guy from England. Your testimony is over. What are you doing? Dakara. Mame momi. What? I don't know what that means. I don't know what mame momi is. Me. I don't get it. So Seki-sama, what is it? What is that? Mame momi. That mame momi thing. Since I came back to this country, this newspaper, Daishiko Shinbo no Kishi, the reporter, Daikoku Shinbo, has been covering myself all this time in this newspaper. The reporter, Mame Momi Heita. Right, ever since good morning till good night. Soieba, sakihodo. Oh, right. Ever since before. I think this is the part where he's saying he's burying himself for everyone. That time, the reporter on his right hand, he writes the report. On his left hand, he swings a camera. The great reporter's name is Mamemomi Heita. Well then, the picture in this, the photograph, the one who photographed this picture is... It is Mamemomi, Your Honor. Officers, summon that reporter to the courtroom at once. We will now enter a recess of the court. Yes. Understood. And moreover, within the weapon, the small blade, I demand an investigation for the poison. And we demand cooperation from Yume University. Mamemomi, what? What a weird name. Is this the first break we're having? Man, I'm slow at this. I've done 12 hours. Wait. It doesn't... Not my hours, that's just the time that I've saved. I wonder how long I've been playing. Same day. 10:14 in the morning. Supreme Court, third room, third lobby. I'm sorry, Susato-chan. I kept quiet about the drug. Aori-sama. She's always feeling responsible. You're wrong. I was just scared of getting caught. That's why. That's why I tried to get it back from the English lady before anyone knew. Sato-chan, I told you before the trial started, right? Oh wait, I think she said, you told me before the trial started that you would believe Murasame from the bottom of your heart. Yes, is what Susato said. Even so, Atashi wa... But I think, even so, I wasn't trustworthy. I hid something important. And I betrayed Susato's trust. You can punch Murasame. No. Punch as hard as you can. Wait, what? You can drag me all around the town. What? I don't really get that part. It's the same for Susato as well, is what Susato said. She's talking in third person. Eh? Haori-sama ga. When I knew that Haori-sama pulled out the weapon, for just a moment, I doubted Haori-sama. Susato-chan. I swore that I would fight all the way to the end, as an ally. I was the one who betrayed Haori-sama. I'm a huge failure as an attorney, as a defense attorney. That's... You two, do you understand now? That it's a difficult thing to do. To believe someone, to trust someone that much. Yes. Yes, I understand fully now. Dakara mou mayoimasen, Haori-sama. That's why. I won't lose sight of it anymore, Haori-sama. What? Please, forgive Susato. Susato-chan, you really are... You really are very cool. You really are Murasama's cool defense attorney. Haori-sama. At that time I was scared. Naniga... About what would happen. I didn't know what would happen. The English lady sat down at the back of the cabin and listened to what I said. I know you stole it. Give it back. Now, just what are you saying? I don't understand. And then, the next moment, the lady stood up immediately and fell to the ground right in front of me, and there was a knife on her back. This is what happened. This is what I saw at that time. That time, there was no one... Oh wait, this is Sato talking. There was no one in the cabin Other than you two, were there? Right. It was only me and the English lady. No one should have been able to stab her. Certainly. It is a very strange situation. Atashi date shinjirarenai. Dakara doushitemo ienakute. I couldn't even believe it. That's why I didn't say anything. It's okay. What happened at that time? Just whatever happened in that time is what you saw, Haori-sama. I, Susato, will prove it. That's my girl. Well then. Let's talk about the trial that's going to happen. We don't have any more time. Let's organize the information. Yes. I do think that toxin will pose a problem. It should be under investigation by the police right now, but isn't that a new formed chemical made by new types of alkaloids? I don't think the police have any method of finding it. Is that true? Right. If they don't have this prototype medicine, if they don't have this prototype drug, they won't be able to find it. Prototype drug? I've had someone bring it to the police just before. Just in case, I'll hand it to you. It is a chemical which reacts with the toxin that father was developing. Since it is a confidential thing, it only exists in the laboratory. What is this, Susato? You've gone quiet. Susato says, it's about this article. Powerful drug stolen from Yume University. Why was confidential information leaked like this? About that, the English lady, that's the English lady's doing as well. Eh? Anohi, Kyoju to, in that day, the professor and Soseki were both talking in the laboratory. And then, the English lady that appeared all of a sudden said this to Professor Mikotoba. Doctor, why don't you introduce this drug to this fine gentleman here? To be honest, that was a bit of a problem. Soseki looked interested, so I showed him a little bit. So then that's how Soseki learned about the toxin, and maybe that fell under the eyes of the reporter, which was covering Natsume Soseki. The reporter, Mame Momi. By the way, that reporter, did he go along to the beach? No. I don't feel like there was a reporter at the beach. Certainly. He should not have gone to the beach. Is that so? He said, it's bad for reporters to go along to a beach of criminals. Natsume Soseki said that and sent the reporter home. Even so, he somehow took a photograph of this. He hid his name and sent it to the Capitol Police, didn't he? It seems that's the case. Attorney, we have prepared preparations for the new witness. New information has come in. The trial will begin soon. Enter the courtroom immediately. Well then. Kiyohiki. Well then. Let's all brace ourselves. Attorney. Defense attorney Naruhodo Ryutaro Kun. Yes. Haori-sama trusted in me and talked to me about that. I will definitely prove that trust. About what happened at the scene of the crime. (11:30) Courtroom 1. We will now resume the trial of Murasame Haori. Prosecutor Auchi. Atarashi Shojin no. Has the new witness been summoned? Before that, I have one thing to report. Oh. A report. The prosecutor seems a little bit glossy. I don't really get it. During the recess, the Capitol Police have reached cooperation with Mikotoba's laboratory. We have investigated the blade of the weapon once more. It seems like it was rather quick. No, it is only because of the appropriate orders of Your Honor. That prototype medicine was brought to the police by Rickshaw. Ano kune kune puri do. He looks pretty confident. It seems he should be prepared for that. That's what Mikotoba said. Well then. The investigation's results are... What about the investigation's results? The blade which took the life of the victim. Within the blade, there was absolutely no trace of poison. That's... Is that really true? Sworn by the name of the Capitol Police. The prototype medicine is there. It would be easy to detect by even a baby. Yomoya, machigai nado, it seems that there shouldn't be any mistakes about it. there was Genbakara. It is the blade found within the scene of the crime. Gaini. It was used as murder. It was used in order to murder. There is no trace of poison on the blade. Basically, that troubling excuse you made a while ago is now absolutely pulverized. No! Well then, the prosecution will now bring forth the new witness. The photographer who took the picture of the time of the crime. Very well. Bring forth the witness. There was no trace of poison on the blade. Well then, just how did the poison enter the victim's body? Well then, witness, state your name and occupation. Mame Momi Heita. I work for Daikoku Shinbo. That is what they call me. Is what I think we're saying. What does he mean by bunya, father? Shinbunya kara. It means he's a newspaper man. The ink which runs at the tip of my pen is what reveals the truth in writing. Every morning during tea time. I am the soldier of fortune of the newspaper world. A nice guy. That is I, Mame Momi. So then, are you the person who took the picture here? Oh, korewa. Oh, what is this? Nande gozaimasu ka? What is it? Oh, this looks like a scoop. My scoop senses are tingling. Oku? A Bishonen attorney who yells out the innocence of the crafty villainous woman standing in the courtroom. This is... We'll get a lot of readers. Eh? Well then, first, let me hear your name. Naruhodo Ryutaro is what my name is. Well then, next, Zubari, doshite, why did you become an attorney? I want to change the law system of Japan. That seems quite grand. I'm borrowing Kazuma-sama's dream. Oh, by the way, my name is Aochi Taketsuchi. I keep the balance of the Supreme Court with my objections. I'm a famous monstrous prosecutor. The readers don't want that. Witness. What is it? First, the court asks, did you photograph this? With an anonymous name, you sent it to the Capitol Police. Yes. In front of a scoop, a man never hides his shudder. Cases bring forth Mamemomi, and Mamemomi brings forth to cases. The feet are a newspaper man's weapon, flying me anywhere in order to catch a scoop. それこそが我が豆もみズム That is my mame motive. Mame motive? I do remember your face. That day, when talking with Natsume Soseki, you stood there. Yes, that is correct. That reporter was I, Mamemomi. However, after the discussion, surely you went back to Daikoku News. By the way, Mamemomi did not go back to the company. The lady's words stayed in Mamemomi's ears. Giselle Bullet, you mean? Because she's an Englishwoman. Just because she's an Englishwoman, her crime was overruled. Jitsuni Keshikaran. It is quite ridiculous. The law of this country, it is rotten. The decree of the Supreme Court, is it simply only something written on paper? Are the police of the capital simply the Supreme Court's dogs? Quiet! This is a political problem. You're being politically problematic. Anyways, that time I wrote those words down in my Mame notebook. You wanna read it? Go ahead and read it. Watashi minasama to isho. I want to see. This is Giselle talking. I want to see the Japanese ocean with everyone together. How could a criminal be let off to sightseeing? This is unexcusable. That's why Mamemomi quietly went together with everyone. I wanted to have an interview together and write it down on an article. Well then, certainly, you witnessed it, didn't you? The spectacle of this photograph with your own eyes. Yes, Mamemomi saw it with his eyes. I took the beginning and the end of that crime with my camera's finder. Very well. We demand that the witness testifies. What you witnessed when the crime happened. shashinki. The truth that the camera saw. The small cottage is surrounded by a reed screen all around the four walls. From a gap between them, I saw inside. A female student entered the small cottage and had an argument with the English lady that was sitting down. The next moment, the female student takes out a knife, then pushes down the English lady and shoves the knife in her back. My burning reporter soul told me to take a picture and get a scoop. I opened the reed screen, which blocked the view, and shoved the lens in there and took a picture. Reed screen, you say? Correct. The walls of the small cottage are built by the bulrush plant, and it's all yoriawase, and they're all intertwined to make a screen. Kore wa sukima ka? This makes it so that it's cool on the inside when the wind blows. It was still a block of my view, of my cool view, like the wind. She says, you have quite a cowardly occupation. If all you do is peep inside. If all you do is peep. I've been watching ever since Haori entered the room. Yes. Amas to koro naku. Yes, I am very thorough. I always get the full particulars, the whole story. So then, you took the picture from the gap, you say? Saiwai Ashin. Unfortunately, the reeds were intertwined roughly. I was able to split apart the reeds and stick my lens inside and take a powerful photo. I didn't care whether or not I would be found. It was a once in a lifetime gamble. That's quite a determination as a reporter. Bend the rules for the scoop. That is my mame motive. This time, it seems we found the correct witness. With perfect evidence and a perfect testimony. It seems we're getting closer to the sentence of the court. Ooh. Oh, how splendid. However, this testimony has one little bit of a big problem. Problem, you say? The photograph, what he witnessed, and he has the data. As a reporter, why was that not sent as an article? Ah, certainly. Surely you must have had some sort of circumstances for that. Ah. What a ridiculous excuse. Well then, attorney, begin your cross-examination. Yes. It seems that reporter has some sort of anticipation has some sort of anxiety within his heart. The truth that the camera saw. The square cottage is surrounded by a reed screen. I saw inside by the gaps. Oh wait, I'm supposed to ask about that. Wait. Why did you think to peep inside the cottage? It was my newspaper senses. There's no other reason than that. Even if there was a criminal inside, it was still a young lady. Aha. Are you trying to put me as a ubancha, as an intruder? Shitateru mo nani mo. I'm not trying to put you as one. The camera says so. That's incorrect. You amateur student. Excuse me? What was inside was a scoop. That is all. That's all that was in there. A scoop is neither gentleman or lady. This is my mame motive. Certainly, there being man and woman is quite troublesome. Some political commentary. So, wakatteru moraeba yoi desu yo. It's a good thing that you understand. Now, witness. What did you see inside of the cottage? Yes. It seems that my Mamemomi senses were correct as a result. I looked inside from the reeds, and a female student entered and started arguing with the English lady. You saw Haori-sama enter the cottage? Yes. Yes, my peeping eyes were burning with anger. And then, what was this argument you're talking about? Something about stole or not stolen something. So it's about, could it be about that poison? The female student's black hair stood up, and suddenly she got closer to the English lady. Hair that reaches to the heavens, angry hair that reaches to the heavens. It could pierce the heavens with her hair. That person. He's more of a writer than a reporter. However, that English lady, like the wind, as if hearing Japanese for the first time, as if hearing English like a Japanese person for the first time. I guess he really isn't much of a writer. Anyways, it seems that the defendant, the female student, was quite angry. She was so salty that she committed a crime. And this is how Mamemomi took a decisive moment, captured a decisive moment. At the next moment, the female student produces a blade and stabs the lady of the fallen English lady. That moment, did you really see it? that moment you say. Mamemomi is from the start to the end, always capturing, always painting a scene of hell. This is the map of the scene. Ichido shoji no mekigeki shita jiken no nagare o setsumei negao ka. Shall we hear what exactly the witness saw? Very well. It's already written inside my Mame Mo book. Kanzatsha taru mamemomi ga kusutta. From my point of view, where Mamemomi was looking inside of the cottage, that English woman was certainly in the back of the cottage, sitting down. Ah, so nareba, hikoku nin jishin mo. Well then, the witness testified, the defendant testified as well. She sat down and smiled at the back of the cabin, is what she said. Mamemomi's testifying right now, be quiet please. Ooh. Anyways, Mamemomi. The next moment that Mamemomi was looking in, the villainous female student walked in. They both go to the middle and start arguing. The villainous female student attacks her, but the beautiful English lady dodges that. But then in a flash, a knife slashes at the English woman's back. It seems like quite a horrible moment of crime. Kumori naki shinjitsu. Without any haze, I bring you the truth. That is my mame motive. I don't even think that's gonna help us with anything. By the way, Mamemomi-sama, the spectacle with which you saw from the gap, you didn't try to stop the crime and simply took a picture. A reporter is simply an observer. Every day, that's our duty. Well then, I assume you did not speak with Giselle Bullet? It's just that observers are always outside of the realms, looking at the crime. I don't think that's something you should say pridefully. Your Honor, can I have a moment? What is it? It seems that the reporter's good words are, how you say it, They should be added to the testimony. Father. We accept the demands of the defense. Reporter, add your statements to your testimony. Nihilism koso. Nihilism is my motive as well. Ikkyo desu ne. It is my entertainment to leave out information. I never once entered the cottage, and I never once met with the English lady. Mamemomi is simply an observer. You never stepped inside of the cottage. There's no doubt about it, is there? It's Mamemomi. Ni soko natte moratte. Omarimasu na. Please do not misjudge me. It's a murder scene. I was so scared that I wouldn't step in. How should I put it? Misoko naimashita. I didn't misjudge you. With a shaking hand, I held in my screams, and I took a picture with all my might. We should have called someone before taking a picture. Mamemomism is more important than humanism. Soshite taitei no baai, Mamemomism. And Mamemomism always wins in the end. As a servant, I swallow my tears and walk the path of Hido. And walk the path of inhumanism. That is me. What the hell? What does it mean by that is me? Yoshizu no soto kara. From the outside of the reeds, he peeped inside of the scene, of the crime scene. If this testimony is correct, then it would be quite how should I say it? Conclusive. However, this witness has some sort of anxiety. Naraba, その直感を信じて、とことん結ばってみる。Then you should just ask him questions as much as possible. Just like how you saw as a law assistant. Yes. Ask the witness questions. I'll try it out. I already know the answer to this. Alright. I'll save it for next time. If you don't know, it has to do with this one. He never stepped inside. And he never met with the English lady. This one I know is where I have to object. Anyways, bye.